What's that? Is this your jam?
Yeah, same.
James going mad with age. I tell you. What's going on? Welcome back.
Look in the mirror before you look in the camera.
Look in the mirror.
Before you look in the camera.
I definitely work around the most supportive people, eh? Been trying to film for the last week, but we've just been under the pump. Mark's down here Monday coming, and it is currently Saturday. We've got another TQ to do before Friday. Shit's got out of hand, eh, Jimmy?
It's a bloody mess, yeah, it is. Lots on the go.
Yeah, so what's going on around here? So, moment we're trying to get
up the 2 into 1.
Yeah, 2 into 1 for the old TQ right there. So, as you can see from the last video, we have now something that resembles some headers, some hot rolled tube. It definitely has been a bit of a headache and the head scratching going on this week, but she's all looking pretty damn good today. So yeah, 4 to 2 to 1. Set off the lengths we got from another motorbike exhaust. They're all within 50mm. It's definitely been a headache trying to fit them in with the space we have and keeping the length, but it's the best we can do with the time we have and the space we have available. So very, very cool. Pretty happy with it?
Very good.
Happy that it's nearly done?
Yeah. On to the next one, eh?
On to the next one, yeah.
With less time.
Yeah, we've got Aaron's one to do next week. And then we've got Sam working hard on the other Sam's RX-7. So I should have told you I was getting the camera out before I just shoved it in your face, eh? So this car was built by another shop. Came to us a while ago to try to fix some cooling issues and stuff. There's a couple holes in the radiator and blah blah blah. And then we were asked to try fit in a 4-inch downpipe on the existing setup, and it wasn't going to work. So remade the turbo manifold for that side, remade the crossover pipe, remounted the wastegate, done the screamer pipe, done a new 4-inch exhaust, pretty much to about here, I think. It's about here, eh? So yeah, it's coming along pretty nicely. Put an AST tank in there as well because the last radiator was actually lower than the neck, and he was complaining about cooling issues and ear locking. Well, so that's our way around it this time. So we put the radiator cap up above the motor. Radiator will sit down here. Remounted the boost solenoid, redone the lines for that. Sam's also redone the water lines for the heaters, so they actually it's real hard to film this. Be patient with me. So come both of them out of the thermostat neck, so one sits on the other side of the thermostat, one sits on the thermostat side, so they're both under pressure all the time. It was actually run out from the thermostat port on the outside, but they will only be going if there's pressure coming out once the thermostat's open. So so yeah, we're just currently going to tee in the inlet and the outlet for the water cooling for the turbo off here. But yeah, Sam's made that nice little bracket there, if you can see that. It's real hard to film with this camera in these little spaces. But yeah.
Tight spaces, eh?
Oh, you're here, Jono?
Yeah,
What, did you have work to do this morning?
I've got a bit to do, eh?
Fuck, you even got a Vinnie Fab hoodie on, eh?
Yeah.
Dressed up for the occasion, eh?
Yeah, I've got my best knickers on too.
Auto Sparkies, eh? What was the time? 10:30.
I like getting too early. You'll expect
Keep us on edge when he's going to turn up, eh? Yeah, so today I'm making a new radiator for it. Well, I made a new radiator for it. I'm just going to straighten it, just pressure tested it, it's got to weld some end caps on. Like so. And then remount it. We've had to re-offset it to where it was sitting before so we get the water lines out. But yeah, and then we also have Pat's RX-7 in here that Jono is currently wiring a new ECU into. And
RX2 actually, mate.
what did I say?
You said 7.
Did I? Fuck, it's been a long morning already, eh? It's like one of my most favourite cars as well, and I still fuck that up. So yeah, Pat's RX2, sorry Jono. So Jono's been wiring in a new ECU. Down in there, new link. Wiring in a fuel pressure sensor. We've changed the water lines around on the turbo because they were both pressure to the turbo, so it was just cooking the water in the turbo and not going anywhere. Yeah, fuel pressure. Rechanged the boost solenoid lines. A lot of people like to run them off the turbo side, but they give you a shit accurate reading, so we've taken them away, gone straight off the intake pre-throttle body. Up the top there for a good signal. We've put some Spell 10-inch fans on there because they had a Chinese 12-inch before and it wasn't doing a very good job. But yeah, very cool car. Series 2 front, dog bone rear, perfect combo, eh? This is definitely one of my dream cars. So yeah, keep you updated over the next day or two of what's going on. How good do they look? Secondary's done.
I now represent as an exhaust mount.
Might have to put some gloves on when it's going, eh? Sick, it's looking good there, right? What's next? Mount the muffler.
Yeah.
Make the bit of tube and then
mount the muffler and try and bend this bit of tube.
yeah. That's grass, eh?
Not bad.
Not bad. A lot going on in that little area. Alright, welcome back. Starting a new week. Mark's down from Hamilton. Trying to tune a few cars for us today and tomorrow. As normal fashion, they never go to plan, so I spent most of the weekend here trying to get the RX2 and the RX7 all finished off. Jamie's one was done over a month ago, and the 323 is coming down from Blenheim, so that's there. They've easily done that. So so today we are just trying to get the first start up with the new ECU set up. Jono's just changing the trigger wires around because they were sealed and we couldn't see how they were placed, so just changing that around. So yeah, we've got a new link ECU on it, put a new map sensor in it, another fuel pressure sensor into it, put new plugs in it. We've redone the water lines on it because the water lines weren't done right, so there's a pressure line in and a pressure line in, so it was staying in the core and bubbling. Put some fans on it. We've actually robbed one to work out how to put them on the RX-7. But yeah, so this one hopefully next 30 minutes we'll be all running, ready to load on the trailer and head to SAS for Mark to work his magic this afternoon after Jamie's one. What do you reckon, Jono?
Yay! I'm excited.
Are you? I'll be excited to hear it running and ready to go on the dyno. And then old Samuel is doing the last of the fan stuff, the radiator. Gonna put some fans on the front, run the water lines up the front there. As per normal, when you're trying to replace stuff, that's the fans that came off. And then we've done the water lines up the front, and now the original 12-inch fans don't fit, so we had to retrofit some 10-inch fans in there, eh?
No way.
But it's a beautiful setup, it's come out real good. As you can see, everything is nice and tight down in there. But yeah, and then this one will be going on the dyno tomorrow. All going well. Corbin's just gone off to get some distilled water for the water meth, so we can mix some of that up. And then James is going hard on getting Jeremy's TQ setup done. It's pretty much all done now. He's just got to mount the muffler, and then we've just got to mount the battery and mount the brake bias. But yeah, fingers crossed, end of the day, we are on track to getting this done tomorrow morning and then get Aaron's one in. But yeah, busy. Such a nice car. Series 2 front. Dog bone rear. It's like the perfect combo, I reckon, eh? Like, it's beautiful. You Bud Simmons! What do you reckon, Mark?
Oh yeah, she's a beauty, mate.
Good.
Like exhaust.
350 on run-in tune. How good. Can't beat a white Series 8.
Looking pretty good, eh?
Look at that fucking grass.
Hey Rich, there you go. I was talking about the car. I was talking about the car. You walk past it just like
As you can probably hear, we got the old RX2 on the dyno now. It's doing all the pre-checks. Back at the workshop, day one dyno day successful. 2 cars tuned, just the usual fiddly little redo the vac line or yeah, major, nothing major. So yeah, back at the workshop, just trying to get the old TQ all wrapped up over there for Jeremy to pick up tomorrow. And then Aaron's one's getting dropped off tomorrow. So just doing the last of the muffler mounts. So finishing the last of the muffler mounts at the moment. There's all TI as well. There's a bit of TI tube that we've cut out. TI bracket. Ruined a few drill bits. And some TI bar to mount it to the frame.
Ruined my cone drill.
Oh, did you do the cone drill on it? Fuck, that was like $100 cone drill.
What a rough done it.
Oh, it's a snap-on one, wasn't it?
Nah, it was one of the Isky ones or whatever.
Was it in the plastic case?
Yeah. It went pretty good.
Went past tense.
Nah, it still goes good.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
This one's actually reasonably soft, this stuff.
Me?
And titanium.
And titanium turns. So pretty much all back together. Muffler up there, so you can see the muffler. Jeremy wanted it pointing in, off his tyre, inwards. Obviously it gets carbon fibre panels and stuff on the outside, so it's not going to really affect them too much. Still got to put them on the opposite side. The idea behind these when I got these made was to let the old system flex. Usually run like a slip joint with a spring, but with TQ racing or dirt racing they have to be bolted. So I really wanted to come up with a better idea than just two little bits of tube cut, so made these little things up. Already changed a little bit so they have a radius and stuff next time, but yes, they get them on the finer details, but pretty happy with how it all came out. Pretty cool knowing that a couple weeks ago we hadn't even started this, we really hadn't even worked out how we were going to do it, and to see how it all looks together now. Jimmy smashed it out of the bag on this one. So one down pretty much, two to go. One in, so it's currently Monday. We've got the other one dropped off tomorrow and hopefully most of it by Friday. So yeah, and then we're dynoing that thing tomorrow. Sam's V8 RX7, and one of the boys from Blenheim's bringing his injected 13B PP that Jason built the motor for down Troy's Hatch. But yeah, after a big push over the last month, Sam's managed to pull some big hours and get this thing together. We worked pretty much all weekend trying to get this thing all ready for today. When we get marked down, it's usually only a couple day periods, so we have to have the cars ready for when he comes down. Yeah, so RX2 went well, made 450 horse on, I think it was 17 pound of boost, I can't remember, 17 or 18 pound. Didn't want to go any more than that, the customer was totally happy with that. It's actually a bit of a handful already, it just barks up the rear wheels, so I'm going to put a low boost switch on it as well so you can drive it with the family and still floor it a little bit. Fucking trains. Yeah, so Sam's RX7's pretty much got a whole new turbo setup. So turbo manifold on that side. The pretty much, I guess you call it like a Y pipe. Goes from that header to that header to the turbo. New 4-inch downpipe pretty much to the rear of the door. New intercooler pipe here. New radiator. Fucking love radius corners on a radiator. Just it's the way that they need to be. Square joints, just lazy. And then yes, Sam's made a new AST tank. So the reason why I think we were having, well, he was having issues last time with temps was the radiator was actually lower than the filler neck and there was no way to externally bleed the coolant setup. So we made this AST tank, so it's higher than any of the passage on the motor, even including the front water line runs across, which runs into there as a bleeder. So naturally self bleeds itself. So yeah, water coming out, back into the radiator, swirling motion, straight back out. Do have to make some more ducting to join the intercooler on the radiator. But yeah, in the old setup used to have like the radiator lines running along out here. Just looked a bit messy, so Sam's made them so that they sit under here and across here and back out, so you can't really see them. And then we've got the water meth nozzle in there this time, so we can crank some boost through the Soldier Boy. And then we've also added a pressure sensor this time as well, which we thought was a really good idea. So obviously if that's run out of water meth for any reason, even though you've got a sensor in the back in the tank, if it punches a line or something comes loose or whatever and you're trying to run your car on high boost and it's got no water meth going into it, it is just bad news. So we've wired in a pressure sensor. This is actually a 400 psi pressure sensor up the front. Still got to mount with the line here. Someone didn't get the old cable ties out. But yeah, so if we ever lose pressure from there back to the tank, we know about it. So, and then heat wrap this last little bit here as well. So, but yeah, pretty much all ready to go. Looking forward to seeing what this one does. And then yeah, choice 323. So I guess we get back into this old girl. Definitely excited to hear Jeremy bring a battery in tomorrow and hear it start up for the first time. See his reactions. It's always quite cool. You know, you're always happy and satisfied with your own work, but it's always a sign off when you get the customer's seal of approval, I guess you could say. So it's definitely come out pretty cool. All designed in-house mooch collectors, all designed in-house brackets, all designed in-house flanges. So about 3 months this has been in my head trying to work out how to do it. The first mufflers we made were too big. We got the old rotary thing stuck on our head, so we made them quite big. Jeremy wasn't too keen, which is all good. I want to build this how he wants it built, so so we've gone from a 6-inch muffler down to a 5-inch muffler, and it looks so much better. So much better. It was 2-inch in, 2.5 inch out on a dumpy facing out. Definitely got to figure the act to welding these up a bit better though. It was a bit rusty setting up the oppositioner, so I mean, I think Rick's going to make us a bit of a stencil that we can stick on this tomorrow and anodise over it. So we get the, like the gold Vinny Fab embroidered into the muffler. But super stoked. Huge team effort. It's come out so good. Alright boys, we're set for the next trip. Jimmy's made up a plough. Titanium coke plough.
So they do it in Mexico.
Just on the low boost tune on Sam's RX-7, made 521 horse on 6 pounder boost. So we just setting up the water meth sprayer. When we hooked it up, so obviously we got the shut off solenoid, which everyone doesn't put in, and then it siphons all into your engine, and yeah, no good. So we always put that at the front, so there's always pressure from the tank to the solenoid, so it's only this short little bit that has to pressurize. But we decided we were going to chuck in a T-piece to run another pressure sensor, so it runs in sync with the low level sensor that's on the tank. So if either of them doesn't meet it, it won't go into high boost. But when the fitting guy supplied us the fitting, it must be a 1/4 inch, not a 6mm one like the hoses. So it's deciding to piss out each side, so we're going to have to just run the hose and then sort that out after the tune. But yeah. Are you going to convert to injected life after this, or
maybe a back seat as far as push me out. No, mate.
So Stefan owns Firsty, Mad Mike's old 808 wagon.
Yeah, mate.
Which has got a roll cage, and we've been giving him shit trying to get him to get a back seat in his car for a while, so I can come for a lap.
Yeah, about time I did. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they take the man and the wife for a cruise around the block, eh? Coffees and cars.
Bloody oath.
I suppose the wife probably feels out of it, left out when you take the little man for a drive. And
as soon as you get a family, mate, 2 seats suck. So no, it's about time I did something, eh? I should stay in carb, I should stay in 2-rotor.
Mean. But yeah, got choice hatch here. So this is 13 BPP. What's done to the inside of it?
Yeah, new interior. Just pretty simple. The car on the front, really, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old helm's too good. Yeah.
It looks pretty good, eh?
Yeah, that was leave like that.
Yeah, it looks real good. So he's redone all the interior in the back, in the front. It looks real grass, eh? It's pretty smart with that. Alloy dash. Got the link dash over there, big injectors. So yeah, 13 BPP, built by Jason Smith. FI hardware intake. We just realised that it has the economy trumpets on it, so unfortunately we don't have any of the tapered ones in stock, but run it up, see what it does. You can always change it later on. But yeah, should make some good grunt, this little thing. Should be a fun little car. Down at SAS. I spotted this one before. I think it's a TD48 or whatever they are. Haven't had much to do with these things before, but in a bush track, this thing should go pretty good. It's fucking beautiful GDR. Looks so good on the new Nismo wheels and the R35 brakes. A few dollars spent on this car now. See if I can pop the bonnet. So we actually done an amazing job on this car. Rumour has that he's just upgraded his turbo to a bigger turbo. So we actually made a catch can for this when it still had the factory intake on it. It's obviously a bit tight now with the new front facing. But yeah, we made a manifold for this a few moons ago, and a TI exhaust and some TI screamers and etc, etc. It's come a long way since that day. Let's pull the power steering pump off the high pressure line. I don't know if you can see that. Behind that pulley, down in there. Someone had made their own line and it wasn't tight, so had to pull the pipe, off, power steering pump off, 17 belt off, well 17 belt, power steering pump off, tighten that line up, all good to go. We're at 1000 newton meters, 700 horse, still got a couple PSI boosts left to go. Back in party mode, the old heat wrap's got a bit of power steering fluid in it, so it's smoking up a treat, but 730 horse on 13 pound at the moment, it's loving it. Old Stefan's learning how to use a dyno. Fuck, you wouldn't have been on one of these with your car, eh?
Mate, all done by ear.
The old road tunes, eh?
Nothing wrong with that.
Screwdriver and the window down, eh?
Yeah, mate. Trick is to go up the valley once and try somewhere else.
Do you go at night time to see how big the flames are, or?
Nah, she was just fucking... She was phone recording on one hand on the, what do you call it, the O2 fucking set up on the gauge, AFR gauge.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and then send it off to the tuner.
tell the car's loud when all the boys are just walking around with the earmuffs on, eh? Troy's hatch all done. What was it in the end?
About 250, just over 250 to the time.
Need to change the trumpets.
Too small.
Get rid of the gillies. Yeah, trumpets are too small. Fuck, it should be a little pocket rocket at 250 horse though.
Yeah, we'll be back from there.
It's always more, eh?
Yeah.
I think it's still going to be enough to blow his diff and his gearbox up anyway.
Right. It's all good steering the shit.
Such a cool little hatch. Looks real good on the wheels as well, eh?
That's tough, eh?
How much louder is that than your one?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Fuck it. Back at the workshop, Jimmy's just finished the headers off. All that together, just gotta change all the bolts. So by taking a few whacks.
It's for moving people.
I can imagine there's a bit of that going on, eh?
Look at the front one.
Yeah, I wondered what was going on there, eh? People going too slow. Or is that like the shake and bake? Do the old shake and bake following the other person around the corner and they give you a bit of drag?
Yeah, a lot of it's on stacks.
Ah, true.
Hold up, one second.
Camera at the bottom there. You get the video.
Yeah. Something's not right.
It's a lot quieter than I thought it was going to be. It's good. Sounds fucking good.
Definitely different.
Does that? bro. No leaks. They're good. Not a muff master's job, you reckon?
I'm a muff master, but not a boss.
It's not even going on that tire at all.
Mean. Be cool to see what the colour looks like after a few races, eh?
Take a little bit for the colour.
Definitely. Alright, that's a wrap for the week. It's only Tuesday, but wrap for Dyno week and Jeremy's headers. Just got Aaron's one in to do next, so we'll update you on the next vlog for that one. But yeah, definitely glad the first one is done and now we know what we are kind of doing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. I tried to be a little bit more open about a few things, telling you guys what's going on. Yeah, any suggestions on what we do on the next one, leave in the comments below. But yeah, always like, comment and subscribe. Help us support our dreams. It's truly humbling having you guys follow us and watch all of our stuff. So yeah, have a good time and see you on the next one.